In a city park, Yakuza boss Mitsuo patiently teaches his son, Fukami Akira, how to ride a bike. Suddenly, Mitsuo is killed right before Akira's eyes. Left all alone, Akira is taken in by his father's trusted associate, Majima, who vows to raise him like his own son and shape him into a real man. 20 years later, Akira has grown into an adult working as a janitor at a school. Because of his job, the students look down on him and treat him with disrespect. One day on the school rooftop, a gang of delinquents led by Ryo is filming a video for fun. Their laughter fades when they notice Majima's daughter, Yui, nearby. As they prepare to leave, they run into Mr. Endo. Ryo and his friends often smoke here, much to the teacher's frustration. Instead of showing fear, Ryo reacts with violence, striking Mr. Endo on the head with a book. The teacher is frozen with shock. Nearby, Akira is mopping the floor. Intentionally, he lets his mop and bucket clatter loudly, giving Mr. Endo a chance to slip away unnoticed. He was just a janitor, or so they thought. This is a janitor. Annoyed by Akira's interference, Ryo and his gang confront him. When Akira realizes his phone is recording the scene, he chooses not to fight back as Ryo begins to beat him. Help arrives just in time as Hiro, a friend of Yui's, steps in to stop the bullying. Before the situation escalates further, Yui intervenes and calls Hiro off. Akira quietly returns to his work. Later, Yui and Hiro share lunch on the rooftop. Hiro comments on Akira's silence, but Yui believes Akira holds back deliberately. She says that although he looks weak, he could be very dangerous. As they eat, Hiro shares his lunch with Yui and explains how his mother worries about Yui living alone since her own mother passed away. Yui feels a pang of jealousy toward Hiro's complete family and the care they provide. Yui's relationship with her father is strained following her mother's death. Majima remains deeply involved in his Yakuza life, often putting it above family. However, he keeps tabs on Yui through Akira, who works at the school both as a spy and protector. Unknown to most, Akira also serves as a hitman under Majima's command. After school, some students approach Yui, asking for donations. Unexpectedly, Yui drops her father's credit card into the collection box, surprising everyone. Akira notices this and quickly makes a call. On their way home, Hiro and Yui talk until they meet Majima. He arrives carrying flowers to celebrate Yui's birthday early, knowing he will be busy on the actual day. Majima thanks Hiro and his family for their support during his wife's funeral and for looking after Yui at school. Soon after, Majima dines with Yui at a fancy restaurant. He clearly adores her, especially after losing his wife. He buys Yui a new dress and promises to grant her every wish. Despite his attention, Yui seems distant and gives only brief answers when Majima questions her slipping grades. Though known as a top student, she struggles to open up. Majima shares his hopes for Yui to study abroad, graduate, and become an independent woman. Elsewhere, a man runs desperately from a pursuer. He finds a hiding spot, but suddenly Akira appears with his gun raised. The man quickly hands over the flash drive Akira is after and tries to flee, but Akira wastes no time and kills him on the spot. Meanwhile, another hitman named Inauka, working for Honda, is also in pursuit of the same flash drive. Soon, Inauka receives orders to abandon the chase and leaves immediately. Not long after, Akira meets Majima at their headquarters. Majima swiftly takes the flash drive from him and asks about his daughter's school life. Akira responds quietly, prompting Majima to tell him to speak louder. To draw more expression from Akira, Majima even pinches his cheek. Just then, Majima's assistant Suzuki arrives with a message, forcing Majima to leave. Majima waits for Nishimori, who arrives accompanied by his right-hand man Murano. Murano reminds Nishimori to secure a deal with Majima, as working with him has been difficult. On the stairs, Nishimori stops Akira and reveals himself as the sixth leader of the Seiko Yakuza family, while Akira's father, Mitsuo, had been the former fourth leader. Nishimori warns Akira to be cautious since he is part of Majima's group and major changes are coming. At a tense meeting, Nishimori confronts Majima, furious over Majima's unilateral decision to end cooperation between their groups. Majima explains his plan to expand in Hong Kong and other parts of Asia, citing increasing government and police pressure in Japan. He urges Nishimori to shut down old operations and modernize. Majima laughs quietly as he drinks water, offering little response to Nishimori's anger. Outside, Nishimori vents his frustration, feeling betrayed that his group carries out the dirty work while Majima reaps the profits. Determined, Nishimori decides it is time to kill Majima. Murano doubts the plan's success given Majima's strong network, but Nishimori insists that Akira is the key. The next day, after cleaning the school, Akira is interrupted by Ryo and his gang. Suddenly, Murano appears and takes Akira away. Ryo curses Murano, but quickly flees when Murano attacks without hesitation. In a dimly lit bar, Nishimori sharpens his fighting skills with a call girl. Suddenly, Akira walks in and is promptly greeted by Nishimori. Murano, however, disapproves of the woman's presence and quickly drags her out by force. Nishimori questions Akira about Majima's plan to leave Japan. He warns Akira to be careful, believing Majima will sever all illegal ties in Japan and discard people like Akira, who serve only as weapons. Then Nishimori reveals that Mitsuo, the fourth Seiko leader, was killed by Majima himself, a fact known among the Seiko leaders. Mitsuo wanted to preserve tradition, but Majima aimed to adapt and modernize, so he eliminated Mitsuo to remove obstacles. Majima went on to undermine the fifth leader by creating problems he later solved, thereby gaining profitable connections. Now, as the sixth leader, Nishimori vows to break this cycle and fight back. Akira is visibly shocked and uncertain whether to believe Nishimori. Despite this, Nishimori is determined to proceed with the plan regardless of Akira's stance. After meeting Akira, Nishimori realizes he needs one more ally. This ally is Majima's biological son, Honda. Honda does all the dirty work for Majima's group, but has never gained Majima's trust because Majima only trusts Akira. Meanwhile, Akira walks home, thinking about memories with his father. He feels determined to confront Majima and find out the truth. At the same time, Murano follows Akira on Nishimori's orders. Nishimori has changed his plan and now wants Murano to kill Majima, because he does not believe Akira can do it. Murano agrees reluctantly and throws away his phone, angry about the dirty job he has been given. At headquarters, Akira tries to enter Majima's room, but is stopped by guards. He fights them and forces his way inside. Majima is already there, waiting. When Akira asks about what happened 20 years ago, Majima pulls out a gun and says he killed Akira's father. Majima explains that they both share the same fate. If Majima had not acted first, Mitsuo would have killed him. Only one person could lead the group. Surprisingly, Majima hands the gun to Akira. He wants Akira to be the one to kill him. But before that, Majima asks Akira to promise to protect Yui, who will be vulnerable after Majima's death. Before shooting, Akira asks if Majima really sees him as a son. Majima answers that he raised Akira, like a son, to keep him from being driven only by revenge. Akira hesitates, but Majima insists. Suddenly, Murano bursts in and shoots Majima. He tells Akira to finish the job. After taking several shots, Murano is killed by Akira. As Majima lies dying, he thinks of Yui and pinches Akira's cheek one last time. Akira keeps his promise and shoots Majima, feeling the pain of losing the man he called father. Elsewhere, Suzuki is held captive by Nishimori. Nishimori tells Suzuki that Majima is dead and wants to restart a business deal Suzuki once refused. But Suzuki cannot handle this alone because Honda is still active. Meanwhile, Honda walks down an alley and is ambushed by Nishimori's men. He does not fight at first, but is taken captive. Then Honda surprises them by pulling a gun and killing all the attackers. Nishimori realizes Honda wanted Majima dead from the start. As Nishimori tries to grab a weapon, Honda points his gun at him and tells Suzuki to take Nishimori's pistol. With the gun in hand, Honda orders Suzuki to kill Nishimori. Suzuki, who is inexperienced with guns, misses his shots and is killed after the second try. The next day, Yui tells Hiro about her father's wish for her to study abroad. Hiro encourages her to speak up for herself, but Yui doubts Majima will listen. Hiro tries to send a message on his phone, not knowing that Majima has already died. Meanwhile, Honda, Suzuki, and Inauka search the school for Yui. The school is closed, and only a few students remain inside. Honda tells Inauka to find Yui quickly because she has the biometric key to their father's secret safe. He warns Inauka to be careful because Akira will protect her. Honda believes Yui was already warned to stay away from him, so he won't ask politely. Before leaving, Honda tells Suzuki to call a hitman named Mr. Jin and others for backup. Inauka is confident he can handle Akira alone, but Honda warns him not to be reckless, saying Akira is Majima's strongest hitman. Soon, Suzuki contacts Mr. Jin, a sniper expert, along with fighters Kuro and Soda. Two skilled hitwomen, Rika and Shiho, also arrive, joined by gangsters Ako and Ino. Minami, who has already snuck into the school, begins his search. In the hallway, Minami kills two people without hesitation. In the bathroom, he meets two members of Ryo's gang and kills them too. Outside, Inauka wants to enter without a weapon, but Honda gives him a pistol. Inside a classroom, Minami meets Akira and is killed immediately. Akira senses danger, takes Minami's weapon, and goes to find Yui. More hitmen arrive, realizing Honda has called in several teams. Soon, Ako and Ino confront Yui and Hiro. Hiro blocks them, getting hurt but fighting back fiercely. Ino steps in and overpowers Hiro, who tells Yui to run. As they escape, Inauka blocks their way. Hiro is no match in falls. Ako and Ino argue over who found Yui first, but they quickly fight and kill each other. Hiro tries to stop Inauka, but is killed. Just as Inauka moves to capture Yui, Akira appears and shoots him. With things getting worse, Akira grabs Yui and escapes outside. Mr. Jin fires warning shots from the rooftop. One bullet grazes Akira's arm. Akira knows the sniper is on the roof and decides to take Yui back inside. Yui freezes, overwhelmed by the chaos. Akira snaps her out of it and urges her to find a safe place. Outside, Honda hears that several hitmen are dead and Inauka is missing. He stays calm because more operatives are on their way. Suddenly, Inauka wakes up. Thanks to his bulletproof vest, he survived. He immediately continues hunting for Yui. On the stairs, Yui finally asks Akira who he really is and why Hiro had to become a victim of strangers. Akira tells her that the real target is Yui and that Hiro was caught in the crossfire. Yui suspects Akira might be part of the group hunting her, but Akira quickly assures her he will keep her safe and that she must trust him. Yui's cries attract Rika and Shiho, two hit women, to their location. They chase Akira and Yui into the school library. Akira shoots Rika in the hand, making her angry. She rushes into a gunfight among the bookshelves, but does not realize Akira is shooting from cover. She is killed. Furious about Rika's death, Shiho sneaks up behind Akira. He senses her attack, and they fight closely as Akira runs low on bullets. Shiho wounds Akira badly, but he fights back, traps her, and kills her. Wounded, Akira tells Yui to run and leave the library immediately. Meanwhile, Ryo, unaware of the attack, finds his two friends dead in the bathroom and panics. Mr. Endo calms him and tells him to hide. At the same time, Kuro and Soda search the art hall for Yui. Soda plays the piano, but the sound draws out Mr. Endo and Ryo. The two delinquents chase Kuro and Soda. Yui discovers that Akira works at the school to watch over her. She becomes angry about all the lies from everyone, including her father. As she prepares to leave, Akira tells her he is fulfilling Majima's dying wish to protect her. Yui is shocked and saddened to learn her father has died. Just as Akira begins to explain who killed him, Kuro and Soda burst in. Akira fights Kuro, but is knocked down. Soda beats Akira badly, but Akira pulls out a knife and kills Soda. Kuro attacks again, but Akira dodges and kills him with a final stab. Injured, Akira is helped by Yui, but they run into Inauka, which leads to a fierce fight between the two hitmen. Akira is cornered as Inauka prepares to shoot, but suddenly chooses to fight with his fists. They duel until both fall down the stairs. Meanwhile, Honda and Suzuki decide to enter after hearing that Inauka and Akira are still alive. On the way, they meet Mr. Jin, who demands payment. Honda kills him instantly for failing his job. Suzuki protests, but Honda kills him too, saying Suzuki reminds him of Majima. Inside, Honda kills Mr. Endo and Ryo, who try to escape. Inauka and Akira continue their fight until Honda arrives and kills Inauka for dragging out the fight. Seeing Yui, Honda scolds her for living peacefully while he did all the work. He drags Yui and tries to kill Akira in front of her, but Akira, still conscious, kills Honda with Inauka's pistol. Yui feels guilty seeing Akira badly beaten, but Akira says it was his own choice. In the hallway, Yui helps Akira walk until he collapses. Akira gives her a pistol and admits he killed Majima. He tells Yui she must fulfill their destiny by killing him. Yui refuses. She says she is different and wants to live a normal life. She asks Akira to come with her. Akira agrees at first, but then changes his mind. He realizes they live in different worlds and cannot be together. He urges Yui to live on her own. Yui thanks Akira before leaving. In the final scene, Akira remembers Yui's smile near the school trash bin. He takes out a cigarette and lights it. So the moral of the story is, never underestimate the quiet janitor. He might be your dad's deadliest assassin.